Come on, Mike. Thanks for helping. You made it nice. Thank you. Oh, we got the symbol and everything. That's nice. Anyway, Mike and the whole team, you got to understand, you didn't walk in here and we just do this together in the first hour. It's been going on for a while. And I got to tell you, 80, 90 people in the past 3 years at this event, 140 people. Something's working. Thank you. You guys are interested for good reason. All right, before I give out the awards, these people that I'm about to name, they actually helped make this event happen from a financial standpoint, and they actually work for us. So if you're working or serving for a city or county, think for just a minute about who I'm about to tell you about, because these people are actually invested, regardless of where their office is, in your community. First of all, I'm going to acknowledge Wilbur Smith Associates. Okay, they have been working with us, and Abra Horne could not be with us. She put together the last update of the the transit development plan. But see the multimodal future, the 2 kids. I was hoping 3 kids. I was hoping 4, 5. I really wanted Anderson on here, but he was out of town. But we got other kids that are children of our group, and you will see what they really, truly think of our multimodal future. This is not a publicity campaign. This is not some sort of marketing. These are real kids right here in Central Florida, and those posters represent what they say. That was Abra from Wilbur Smith Associates. And I will introduce now Larry Seal and Wilbur Smith's big, where are you, Larry? There you go. Larry Seal, thank you for being here. Larry could not, Larry was here, but Abra could not be, but I want both of you, I want them to know that both of them have been very instrumental as part of the whole WSA team. We have made extreme advances in transit, so that has been awesome. And Tyndall Oliver, I got WT Bowman here. Where are you, WT? All right. Now, a couple things that Tyndall Oliver is doing right now. They are helping us with a whole big ITS initiative with Lake County. You got some crash data that we saw earlier at the board meeting. You've got the web interface. You got a couple people, including Steve Tyndall, here with you. Could you tell us any other friends you have?
This is a new hire in our planning division.
Anach, hey. Steve, thank you. Bob Wallace, many of you all know. We appreciate, Bob Wallace has worked for Lake County for years. We appreciate Tyndall Oliver. Now understand these guys are huge in making these type of events happen. VHB, I want to acknowledge them. We got Mark Betricini. Where are you? Mark had to step out. That's okay. They are doing a special project involving traffic counts for us. Andy Nickel from TranSystems. I'm looking this way. Maybe, there you go, Andy. Hey, Andy and his team are working on a couple things. The most exciting immediately is the school safe access study. That 2-mile radius around all the schools, not just schools, but charters, community college, VOTEX, every educational facility in Lake and Sumter. They're helping build the blueprint. And in addition to that, we think that they're going to be involved in our freight analysis next year. So we really appreciate you, Andy. You want to introduce anybody?
Well, we got a big table. Tim Green, Doug Lynch, Lori Cox, Courtney Miller from the Rethink Computer Systems Program, Mr. Side. From Cost Involved, we have Kelly Gaines and Nathan LeVault, and Clint Elias.
Thank you for the whole team. Now, the reason it's important for you at least to hear these, you don't have to memorize their names, but now that you've heard them, they're actually going to be popping up as part of some of these projects at your school sites, in your cities. And again, this, after years of doing regional, this school study is awesome because we get to get down to the nitty-gritty grassroots of how every single neighborhood that has a school works. And that is exciting because if you want to make a difference, it's at that level. All right, so moving on from there, Renaissance Planning Group, Nick Lepp. Where are you, Nick? Nick is the smart guy. Say hi to Nick. Guess what he helped do? He made that 2035 transportation plan happen. Kate Angie's up at, thank you. There you go, Francis. Kate Angie is up in Washington, D.C., working for the company up there. But Nick, every time I ask a really hard question, Kate would say, I got to check with Nick. and Nick would solve the problem. So Nick, you've been awesome. You made the model work. You made all the data work. Renaissance Planning Group, remember that. They helped us on the plan. Kittelson, Carl Posetti. What's happening, Carl? You have anybody to introduce? Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. Now, Kittelson and Associates is a firm that works with DOT a lot. But what we have them lined up for is we think they're the right fit, and we're hoping we can work out the terms. But they have a good expertise with DOT to help us on this freight analysis that we have coming up. So we'll keep you posted on that. But Carl, is that a surprise to you? But anyway, there we go. Next up, Tim Green. I got to announce that you individually, Green Consulting Group, you're local. You're right here. You're in Mount Dora. All right, Tim Green. Do you not know him? Say hi. We appreciate Tim being here. He's a sub-consultant on a couple of these contracts, and we truly value his local perspective. He's working on the audit of the comp plans to make sure of consistency with the MPO plan, and he's helping on the Safe School Access Program. TPD, we got Turget Dervish. You here? I saw you back here. There you go. Hey, Turget. All right, helping us on the transportation management system. We really appreciate that. I know that pavement management is your focus on that one. And so for Sumter County, they'll be building the database. Do you have anybody to introduce, Target? All right, nice to meet you, Mr. Cunningham. All right, and one final firm that actually did sponsor, I don't think we have a representative from GMB, but they did help us on concurrency, on building our concurrency system further this year. I've mentioned all 9 of our sponsors. This is by far the most successful event because we don't use public dollars for this. I hope everybody knows. Bad time to do that. We don't spend any public money on awards or dinner. You all pay $10. Thank you. We did give you free wine, so I hope it's worth it. But those sponsors, if you're with a city, if you're a manager or an elected official, take notice of who helped because they really are connected to what we do. And now I want to quickly recognize that in Lady Lake, there's this beautiful little restaurant on the west side of 441 as you go into Lady Lake called the Silver Cricket, and they they catered our event this evening. So catering provided by Silver Cricket. Thank you to them. This gentleman's name is Jerome Bruhard, and he is from Mount Dora, Maggie's Attica, Florida, and they have provided the very nice imbibement for the evening. Now, actually, that was a very calm clap. I watched several of you drink the vino. Give them a, seriously, proper applause. There you go. I mean, he even brought Iron City beer for a few of you. All right. Who did I leave out? Did I leave out any sponsors? Because if I did, it was an oversight. Because if you put money up, we're going to talk about you. Tim, we talked about you. Doug, we talked about you. Okay. Oh, no. You were first, Mindy. You were first. Actually, our most attractive and dressed in red HDR representative. Mindy Heath, will you step up and introduce your HDR engineering team?
Certainly I will. Tonight, Jamie Kreminski, Brian Rivera, and our other teammate who apparently got tired of people sleeping when he said he was a transportation engineer and is now highlighting as a musician. Steve Farrell.
Excellent. So now Mindy has been one of our most long-standing consultants, and we have a long-time relationship of serving on professional boards. But honestly, can I take this moment? Steve Farrell, music, awesome. All right, now this is the final utility moment, and this is already much longer than I thought, but this is going to be so quick from this point. You ready? Here's who I'm going to introduce really quickly. Sumter County Administrator Bradley Arnold. He's shy, but he's very effective. He's over there with Don Burgess, is a good guy. Very effective over there. City Clerk of Groveland, Teresa Begley. I saw you. Dolly Miller, are you still here? Dolly, did you step out for a minute? Because if you did, you're going to be embarrassed in a minute. Okay. Moving on, City Manager of Eustis, Paul Berg. Thank you, Paul. Major